Welcome back to the greatest YouTube show to ever exist, Bongcloud, the Grandmaster. We're currently 5.2k MMR. The goal for today is to get close to 5.3. Let's do it. Alright, first game of the day, 5-4 Terran. Obviously, at some point I was surprised when I got people above 5k. Right now, I'm kind of used to it already. All our opponents are good at this point. And yeah, I feel like every game is definitely very difficult. Hotkeys, hotkeys, hotkeys. Though I did get really close, I feel like, to beating Baby Marine, which is a 5-8 Terran. So I feel like a 5-4 Terran should be manageable. And to me that sounds really funny to say, because yeah, legitimately I mean it when 2 weeks ago I thought 4-8 Terrans were going to be insane, you know? And now I'm here saying a 5-4 Terran should be manageable. Sounds kind of weird to me, but I'll just try my best and we'll see what happens. I type good luck and fun, right? Yeah.
Not enough minerals.
Alright, so I'm just gonna... for some reason I really like this map, by the way, for the Bongcloud. It's just this... everything feels... I kind of feel fortified here, if that makes sense, you know? Like on so many maps, I'm just in the open somewhere and I feel like I can get attacked from anywhere. Like Curious Minds is the first one that I thought of. It's just... feels like a disaster, but here I actually feel pretty fortified. I got like a little ramp over here. Got my rocks over here. A little chokey choke. It's all good. Actually something... Oh, okay. Alright. This person knows who I am. That was... I think that was very clear. Straight from the start there. Didn't even try to go to the base. Straight up found me here. Okay, that is kind of crazy. I think that's our first opponent that's straight up like... blind counters, if that makes sense. Does get me worried a little bit for a cheese. But I'm gonna stick to my plan. Like, we're gonna have to make this as legit as possible. Okay, why the hell is there a depot there? That is, this one's a new one to me. I don't even know why I'm attacking it. Does this do anything? Alright, very interesting. Is he trying to let me catch back up or what? I guess that is maybe what is going on. Alright. The first person who knew who we are, guys. Or maybe not the first one, but the first who was willing to publicly admit it by just sending his first SCV straight there. I'm gonna scout. His Reaper should be out by now. Out of his base, I mean. And then I'm gonna make a Reaper. Oh, should be paying attention there. That is a rough start to that micro battle, rather. Let's see what we have going on here. Oh, it is a 2-Rex Reaper. Okay, this is a difficult opener to deal with for me. I did delay this Reaper though, but that should be... yeah, he should be hitting with 3 Reapers pretty soon. Yeah, I mean, the worst case scenario is another barracks hidden there. Then I really don't know what I'm going to do against that. But I'm going to have my second Reaper finish, so that's good. Like I said, he is going to have 3. I'm not going to get this bunker to finish, but I am going to be able to pull some SCVs. And, you know, I think I can out-micro this pretty comfortably as well, to be fair. Against a 5-4. I'm actually going to make a starport on one base too. Like, I think that could happen is that he goes to the high ground here. Maybe I can cut him off when he just has 3 Reapers. I'm trying to be smart about this. Okay, I guess he's still there. Keep in mind the Hellions actually, a lot of people don't realize this, but Hellions build so much faster than Reapers. That in this scenario, when you're making Hellion against Reaper, you do actually catch up quite fast. I think I can salvage this bunker. Doesn't look like he's committing too hard at this point. Okay, oh, this is gonna be good. I think I can get damage done here. See, he's wasted a lot of grenades already. That's all of his grenades gone right there. He might wait up this ramp, but I have the same amount of units. Yeah, this is beautiful. Oh, the micro there was nuts. Oh, the micro there was so good. Let's go. Oh, yes. What was that? One unit, right? 1 unit for 5 Reapers, I believe. Hell yeah, guys. Hell yeah. You see, one thing, guys, that's an effect that people don't talk about a lot. Is if you play a streamer or a YouTuber or something like this, I feel like people tend to get nervous a lot. Which makes me wonder that if this guy really has an advantage in knowing that it's me compared to the guys that don't, you know. Because I'm gonna be honest, that micro was a little bit shaky. That micro was definitely a little bit shaky there. I've never done this before, by the way, actually going for a 1-base attack. Off of the Bongcloud. Let's see. Like, I kind of imagine he has some, maybe like a cyclone or
Add-on.
something like this. Kind of hard to predict, though, to be fair. Oh, it's just Hellions. Or just Marines, rather. Oh, this is going to be so good. Okay. He is pretty ready for that. I'm actually really considering getting a Banshee here. Yeah, I think a Banshee is going to be a great choice. I think I can even get Cloak for it
Add-on
as well.
complete.
Let's get that walled off. Wait, why is he not here? Oh, he is here, okay. No.
Additional
Okay, maybe I'll get my bunker again. I want to stay in front here. To kind of like threaten that I will go in at any point. Because keep in mind I will kill his SCVs pretty fast.
additional supply depots.
There we go, he moved out. Which means I'm gonna maybe get something done against this tech lab. I'm gonna make a depot here, actually. Yeah, nice, that's perfect. Okay. I got a Banshee as well, that's gonna go into the natural.
Not enough minerals.
See, his medevac must be here somewhere. There it is. I'm actually gonna bring it back. Oh, it's just a marine drop. Okay. Fair enough. Let's see. You're gonna go here with me.
Not enough minerals.
Could still be a pretty tough defense, of course. Like, this game is getting a little bit chaotic at this point. There's no tank here to deal with anything. That's really nice. Might help me get some more setup going. Okay, you can go here. And then the Banshee. The Banshee is gonna follow. This is the plan. Ah, he did actually keep his Marines there. That's kind of a shame. I wonder if I get my Hellions there, I really wonder if I can get a good enough hit on those low HP Marines. If that makes any sense.
Supply depots.
Oh, I flew that second Banshee in there on accident. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. Oh my god, absolutely destroyed. Okay, you're gonna siege this. And then this one can go into the main after that.
Not enough minerals.
I have enough units there, this should be totally fine.
Supply
There's nothing that can happen to me here, really. If I'm being honest.
additional supply.
Natural still being delayed. Banshees in the main. And it's going fantastic, to be honest. I have nothing to complain about. He did supply block me by killing some depots. Which is a little bit annoying. Oh, he moved up back into the main. Now my Banshee can get back in. Or my Hellion drop, rather. This is kind of a really crazy multitasking fiesta, isn't it?
Not enough
Alright.
minerals.
I'm really sad I lost that second Banshee. I accidentally rallied it in. Completely unintentional move there.
Not enough minerals.
Now, what scares me here is that he has Stim. He's probably gonna have... He has +1. He's probably gonna have combat shields very soon.
Not
And the problem is that... If I move out, he can easily counterattack me and just kill me. So this is actually, you know, it feels like it's going well. But I'm not really out of the woods by any means. I think I need to get some factories going up here, maybe. And this is actually, I thought it was going really well, but I am getting a little bit scared if I'm honest.
Not enough minerals.
This is not the most comfortable situation ever. He has as many SCVs as I do still.
Not enough minerals.
Now he has 3 less.
Not enough minerals.
I hope. See anything here? Ah, he's a turret.
Supply depots required.
No, don't kill me, please. I'm friendly, I promise. I'm friendly. Okay. Thank you. So I got 3 ravens here. I mean, as soon as I saturate this base, it's gonna be really nice.
Base is under attack.
He could attack me from this angle. Maybe I'll siege like a tank on the outside here. Let's send some marines. Do some basic scouting. Get some turrets down here. This is kind of a crazy one, isn't it? I feel like this is maybe the craziest game I played so far. Like, this is actually getting quite wild. I think I need to survive one more attack or anything, and then I'll be out of the woods. That's what it feels like anyway. Gonna make a sensor tower here. That'll be very nice.
Command center.
Not too many SCVs. He has his base as well. Yeah, he's actually getting his freaking He's freaking 2-2. After 10 minutes of gameplay, guys, he finally made a Viking to kill that. That was beautiful. Love to see it. Okay, so I actually feel like we're maybe a bit ahead. It's just that his upgrades are so good that if I ever get into a fight that I am not completely set up for, I would probably get obliterated.
Additional supply depots required.
Supply-wise, I think I'm probably a little bit ahead if I had to guess.
Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
Wait, I didn't realize I had so many marines actually.
Minerals.
Where did all these marines come from?
Additional
Yeah. Okay, he's stimmed for that. I think that stim probably made him realize that I'm playing mech. I don't think he actually knew that before.
additional supply depots.
I swear, if I was in this position but I had my normal bases set up, I feel like I would be a lot more comfortable going for a move out. But now it is actually pretty scary. See what we got here. There's one big SCV snipe for the boys. Another one. Wait, where are his SCVs? Wait, he's only saturating his base now? Wait, how did I kill 5 SCVs with this? That's ridiculous. Alright, I mean, the game is looking better and better for us. He's, for some reason, he's not really attacking. He has such good upgrades with a big army, but he didn't actually utilize it at all yet.
Mineral
Okay,
not enough.
and get another CC. I mean, if I get 1-1, if I get maxed, those would both be, yeah, pretty good cues for me to attack, honestly. I'd be happy reaching either of those points.
Mineral not enough.
See what we got in here. It's like nothing. Oh, he actually read. I didn't think he read I was gonna go. He would read that I was gonna go for the transfuse or the transform. Oh, does it matter? Dude, the Hellbats are so strong. What the hell? Who designed these things? Holy. I'm gonna take my 4th base now. And honestly, once I have my 4th base, I feel like I'm completely fortified here. That might be like the last big challenge of this game, but in all fairness, it doesn't even seem like he's really contesting me at all.
Mineral field depleted.
He has a lot of medevacs, which means I probably have more Vikings than him. 1-1 is getting closer as well. Doesn't it look funny to you guys that my 3rd base is the one mining out already? Like my main base is completely buzzing, you know. But my 3rd base, that's the one that's gone. Wait, like he must be trying to do something.
Not enough minerals.
1-1. Is he trying to do like a 2-2 death push or something? I don't know, man. I would definitely would have expected something more.
Upgrade complete.
I guess he has to be going for ravens, else
Upgrade complete.
else I really don't know. Wait, does he still only has marines? Does he still not realize I'm playing mech? That would be a little bit of a disaster to say the least. We can get a medevac there, very nice.
Command center upgrade.
And we grab these tanks. And judging by his army, we should be able to do a deadly enough push to finish this game off. My army properly hotkeyed. Hellbats in the front. I am missing a scan, which is really annoying. Oh my god. If he stood there, I would have one-shot his entire army. He's just gonna counterattack. I'm actually gonna go back for that. Wait, why is he... Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna kill his entire army pretty much, so... I am pretty cool with that, to say the least. Probably can't escape because I have Hellions. Oh, look at the turret wall! Let's go! That's really cool, actually. Somehow, his marines still cut through it very fast, honestly, but I still like my move, guys. Don't sabotage my emotions by telling me that was not a dank move. Ah, here's the Raven. So he's screwed. Oh, he's gonna attack into this? Are you sure about that, my guy? Oh my god, his entire army disappeared. Look at that. That must have been like 100 supply just disappearing. GG, senpai. Thank you. I knew he knew me. Hope you enjoy seeing yourself on the show. And for us, let's do another one. A 5-7 Grandmaster Zerg. Oh, would you look at that, guys. Our second highest opponent ever, and it's a Zerg. Somehow, I'm feeling pretty okay about this one. I do think that if this is Railgun, by the way, what that means is that he is gonna all-in me, which obviously has been kind of my downfall so far. I think every single loss I've had was some kind of cheese. So that could be challenging. But so far, honestly, I feel like my TVZs have been pretty clean. I don't think I've experienced too much trouble in TVZ. Did make a small mistake there by making a depot up there. Since I don't play against Zerg that much, I'm used to just making the depot on the ramp always. But against Zerg, I would rather have some kind of SimCity really against Zerglings and stuff.
Not enough minerals.
And there we go. Alright. Now, do we take the gold as our natural, guys? That's the question. That's what we did last time. And we were able to do a pretty sick 4 racks all in, instead of the usual 3 racks. So maybe that is something we could do. I'm actually gonna make my barracks here. This looks like a pretty good place to wall off at least. Get like those side counters out of the way. Alright. Yeah, Zerg is actually the most macro matchup for the Bongcloud really, because playing double gas against Zerg has absolutely no point at all. So against Zerg you just kind of Reaper expand, you know. Against Terran and Protoss you have to play the double gas, but against Zerg you do actually just kind of Reaper expand. Alright. And SCV scouting. We can SCV scout at 17, right? Is that the timing we had before? I mean, at this point you guys might know better than me. I imagine if you're still watching at this point in the Bongcloud, you probably have been binging a little bit. So yeah, I really feel like you guys might know my Bongcloud timings better than I do. Let's see if there's an Overlord here. Yeah, that Overlord is going to fly over the gold, which is risky because I really want to take that gold base. Does seem like it might be a bit more smart to take that one instead then. See, I would guess he's probably playing pool first. That's what Railgun usually does. I cannot read that hatchery timing after the Bongcloud. Let's see. Yeah, it's pool first. And he has gas. Knowing him, it is probably some kind of roach attack. Now, how on earth do I defend this, guys? I actually... I really do not know. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Because my ramp is huge and... Frick, man. How am I gonna do this? Okay. I'm gonna skip an SCV. You go back. I just want to make naked Marines from this barracks and I want to get a bunker up. Let's see. Yeah, there's the first roach already. I could actually make a Marauder, you know. That honestly would have been not that crazy. Obviously, we have to pretend this is a very legitimate build. I don't know what he's loading about. 1 roach, 2 roach, 3 roach. Okay, bunker's built extremely slow, by the way, guys. Making a bunker is legitimately like making a new barracks. Look, maybe you can bait him a little bit? Oh, no, we can't. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull a few SCVs for this, I think. Or is it it's perfectly on time, actually. Woo! Nice. Yeah. I'm gonna take an insane amount of damage, and this is what I was afraid of. The cheesy Zerg is gonna be our downfall. Like, I can't lie, I cannot recover from this. I would like to tell you guys that I can, but I cannot. Because this is simply unrecoverable. Okay. Micro so far has been pretty good, to be fair. You could say I have been out-microing him. And you would not be lying. Okay. Oh, fuck it, my hotkeys. God damn it. Okay, I mean, yeah. This is gonna be a rough one. That's all I can say. Not the Reaper, please. Okay. I guess we do some kind of counterattack, though. Yeah, to be honest, I know pretty much exactly what he's doing. He's doing the same build for like 10 years now. It's not exactly the most creative. He's probably going 2 base into either Mutas or some kind of Roach Hullen. And I honestly do not think I can recover from this. Maybe I should have really made the freaking Marauder, dude. What if that was the thing that was gonna save me? The Marauder. Yo, this pressure looks kind of nuts, though. Oh! Wait, is that a non-castle? Yo, look at this pressure, guys. Tell me this isn't absolutely bonkers. Oh, the Queen Snipe. Let's go. Yo, this is actually pretty nuts. Yo, leave my tank alone, please. What on earth is going on here? Why am I being chased by some fucking savage drones? This is quite the thing that's going on right now. Okay, it kind of looks like 2-base Muda, judging from the gases there. And the third hatch as well. Yeah, to be honest, I don't have Marines. But I mean, I think I am doing the best possible follow-up to maybe survive an attack. Like, I don't know when, like, normally Mutas will hit about like 5:30 or 6 minutes, I think. But after a road something like that, I'm actually not quite sure if it's the same. You know what? YOLO swing. We need to be extreme. Without extreme plans, we're not gonna get anything done this time. Oh, here we go. Make a nice turret there on the gold. That should be nice. Let's see. He's making Ravagers. It's just a few Ravagers though. Which is kind of weird. I was really expecting the Mutas to come out, in all honesty.
Not enough minerals.
And I'm pretty much skipping making tanks entirely because I was kind of banking on this being Mutas. It could totally still be.
Not enough minerals.
I mean, so far so good. I mean, as far as it can be good, right? Let's see, scout a little bit, see what's going on there. Send the low HP Marine as a sacrifice. Well, I really cannot afford losing that stim, by the way. I should probably... Okay, wait, he's actually gonna kind of all in here. Dude, I really... This stim must finish. It must. If I get attacked before my stim is done, I'm gonna be so upset. Though, his army comp does kind of look like something that would be manageable, right? Like Mass Ling. When I basically just have Marines. Or is it gonna be like... I could also be totally misjudging this position. It's just he made so many units, like, I don't know. It felt like he should have been making drones all this time, right? Oh! It is Ling Muta, in fact. Okay, I have a lot of units here, guys. I have a lot of freaking units. And I have a third there. Oh my god! There's no way this is happening. There's no way we're gonna make this comeback. Legitimately, that should just be illegal. Yeah, I feel like I should probably back off with these units. Yeah, I think backing off is a smart play here. You guys stay together. Oh, I mishotkeyed one of my barracks, I think. Yeah, this is exactly the problem. Wait, where's my... There it is. God, Marines without upgrades are so fucking bad. Oh my god. It's like... You know, people always feel like Marines go one-on-one with Mutas, but then they don't have combat shield. And they literally just get popped. One by one. I mean, okay. Maybe you can counterattack against this, if he's really just planning on staying around here. I mean, it's just a depot that he's attacking, you know. Okay, gotta be careful with this. I am getting a siege tank up, actually. So he's playing Roach into Muta. Which is a little bit of a fascinating strat. Yeah. I just want to micro this perfectly, basically. Let's see. Getting this tank up will be really nice. Yeah. 2 hits from that tank, very nice. Got a lot of damage on those roaches. Getting them in the choke would be good. Yo, where are you going, SCVs? You can't derp right now. Come the fuck here. God damn it, guys. Why are my SCVs always dumb? Are your SCVs always this dumb? Comment below if it's true. Okay, I have a tank here, guys. That's actually big. I literally have no money. I'm not affording a single unit right now. Shoot him, tank. Let's go. Shoot him, tank. Let's go. The tanks are reliable, guys. They are not like stupid SCVs. Okay, yo, this tank is just popping, man. This tank is literally doing all the work right now. Well, I think it might not be enough here. Oh, man. I think we gave it a very, very valiant effort, guys. But the 5-8 Zerg cheese was too much. You can see he had a lot of drones. I just want to see what the situation was like after his first attack. Or his second attack, rather. Because we were completely dead. As you can see, I wasn't exaggerating at the start. Like, we were completely dead. It was unrecoverable. But then he did this attack, which was honestly kind of terrible. 40 supply up. Throws away every single Ravager somehow. And then the difference, I mean, it was still 30 supply. He had 11 roaches on the way. Yeah, but honestly, I think I did a good effort. Let's get another game in. A 5k Protoss called Love My Probes. Well, we know what to do, guys. We gotta target those probies. If you're enjoying the show, by the way, and you're still watching at this point, make sure to drop a sub to the channel. I am uploading pretty much every day, so don't miss out. Good luck, have fun. He loves his probes, so I kind of feel bad for saying good luck, have fun, because I'm gonna try to get all of them. A little bit cruel, I know. Oh, that was actually clean. Wow. I think that was the best timing I've had on returning those first minerals ever. Alright, let's see. Okay. Camera hotkeys are set. This map is actually so big. I legit can't mine by the time, like the way around here is so huge. I cannot mine by the time ICC lands.
Not enough minerals.
And Pride of Towers is actually bad for the Bongcloud, confirmed. Actually, I think I've lost 5 games in total, or 4. And I think 3 of those were in Pride, actually. What if we level up the Bongcloud by vetoing Pride? Maybe then we'll actually be a full-fledged 6k Bongcloud god.
Minerals.
Who knows?
Not enough minerals.
Probably should have taken the other gas first. Or, you know, denying vision a little bit. But I think I take my gas fast enough anyway for them to see. With a regular time probe scout. I really wonder what would happen if someone cannon rushed me.
Not enough minerals.
I haven't been properly cannon rushed yet. I just wonder what that would look like, you know. Would it be easy to defend or hard? Like, maybe the guy doesn't know his cannon rush spots on my third base, you know. Like, who knows? Okay. Do I probe scout against Protoss? Actually, I might as well.
Vespene gas.
Why not? Where do I make my depots here? I think I'm just gonna wall this little side ground off again. I think then if I play Pride against Zerg, I should actually probably take the natural instead of the third. Or maybe in any matchup, really. I don't know. Ah, no, I made my depot for my factory again. That always hurts. The factory is so delayed. My poor alien is gonna be so late now.
Not enough minerals.
Alright.
Not enough minerals.
So he hasn't probe scouted me, I think. Or maybe I haven't been paying enough attention. Pretty sure he didn't probe scout though. Which is gonna make this even bigger of a surprise, I suppose. Actually, on this map, my Reaper might hit at a normal timing because, you know, the map is so big. Like, if you make your barracks here, your Reaper still has to walk a while to get to the destination. But he went Stalker first. I'm not gonna try to read into the build that much because I feel like Protoss players are always mind gaming these days. They play Stalker, and they can go Twilight or Stargate or Robo or whatever. So I'm actually not gonna try to read into it too much.
Not enough minerals.
Actually, I don't really like this. It sounds weird, but I feel more comfortable if they scout me because they start getting scared and everything. And now, I think this person is probably doing the perfect build order, you know. Like, he's just macroing up. He's not worried about anything in the world. And that's not usually the effect I get when I do the Bongcloud. So this is slightly suboptimal.
Not enough minerals.
Looking fine here. Okay. Well, if we're starting the Hellion, it's actually nice. I get the Stalker. Scout the Twilight. Alright, perfect. Nothing to complain about here. Yeah, no, this looks okay to me. But how... I do hope he plays a macro game, though, because... Yeah, I do not want to be facing it. Like, I played at 5-5 Protoss in the last episode, and... Fighting against Blink Stalkers, it's just... When your base is there, you know, it honestly feels impossible. So I really hope this guy does indeed like his probes. And plays a little bit more of a macro game. I'm gonna play Banshee, which is gonna be weird. One thing that would absolutely ruin me, by the way, is just a DT opener, I think, because my timings are off. I actually cannot have detection in time for that stuff. Like, DT openers would literally just ruin me. Don't snipe me and make DTs, please. I beg you guys. Wait, I don't know where to make my bunker, honestly. Oh, he's going up to 4 gas. Interesting. Okay, quick mine drop. He's not looking for some reason. That's nice. That's like 4 probes. That's pretty good stuff. Yeah, I picked that up, actually. Wait, I actually was planning to go for Banshees. I don't know why I'm making a Raven in autopilot. But honestly, it works. So this guy still hasn't scouted my bases here, right? That's kinda... has this happened before? Like, this is really interesting, like this. Oh. I actually don't know if this has happened before. That someone legit just didn't scout my base. But right now, I think you guys can really see what I was talking about. If people don't get scared and they play their normal macro games, they get a gigantic lead. Like, I'm really just making my first Marines and stuff, you know. And this person is 3rd finished. And he has a Robo and a Twilight. Like, these kind of games are honestly the toughest for me.
Not enough minerals. Not enough.
Let's see. Double Forge. Okay. I think I'm not gonna live playing against a Double Forge. Let's see. This is the best probe to target. Yep. Always target your workers, guys. Hey, it's the same mine. I just realized I only dropped 1 mine this game for some reason. It's the same mine that's just absolutely farming them. Poor pro. And this guy's name is I love my probes. It doesn't really look like it, to be honest. Like, this is he's taking a lot of damage from those. It would be so funny if he walks up this ramp or has sends an observer here, because then it would legitimately look like I have my 3rd base already, you know. Okay, does he pay attention to this one? He does. Finally. Well done. Maybe I'll take my gold, actually. To be fair, why not? Oh no. Okay, that's unlucky. Yeah, I kind of want to do a push. It feels very scuffed. Mostly because there's no medevacs here. And I'm kind of imagining a Colossus to come out. You can siege here. Oh. That was almost a lot of damage. Let's see what he has. He doesn't actually have a Colossus yet. Okay. I mean, even then, I would have a disable, right? Which is, cool. Yeah, this is actually not the best attack ever. Oh no, I killed my own turret. I'm in trouble, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm in really big trouble right now. Oh, my stim finished. Okay, thank God. I thought I messed it up so hard, but my stim actually did finish. Oh man, I thought I was about to get a move because I attacked before my stim. Safe. That was a little bit too close for my liking. Okay, he has a lot of stalkers. We gotta back off to the tanky boys here. Blink on it. Do it. No? No. Well, now, honestly, we have our gold. I'm gonna back off here. And I will call it a win for now. Because, yeah, golds are pretty good, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Gold bases are pretty nice to have in this game. Okay, that was close. If my stim didn't finish there, it legit would have been problematic. But we were saved by either my godly timing or my godly luck. My YouTuber plot armor, if you will. You guys can decide which one it was. But either way, I appreciate that nonetheless. Okay. The biggest problem here is that I'm a bit spread out. I'm gonna get some depots here. Or maybe a turret, actually. I got some turrets. There you go. You can see DTs as well if they pop up. It's so funny. If you scout this, it actually looks like I'm a 4-base Terran with a gold. Like, if I saw this, if I was a pros player, I would instantly leave the game, you know? You lost some pros to the mine drop here and there. You're like, oh man, he's so rich. Freaking Terran, man. All they need is 1 mine drop. And they walk away with the game. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Okay. That's a good turret there. I didn't want you to go in there, but okay. Okay, he does have a lot of Colossus going here. Yeah. They're gonna send. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I can actually just straight up afford a lot of extra barracks. It's kind of weird, but yeah, that is how it works if you have a gold base. And my fort is giga fast as well. Look at that fort base timing, guy. This is just delicious if you ask me. That fort base timing. Art. Yeah, he's no, not you guys. Let's see, he's on 1-1. Okay, his army is kind of terrifying. I'm not gonna lie, it really is. But it's mostly because he does have that double forge. Meaning he's gonna attack me with 2-2 at some point, and I'll have... Hey, there's an observer. And he'll have... or I'll have +1, you know. That's the biggest problem here. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like he's definitely preparing to go for a big attack. I think my Ghost Academy earlier would have been very nice in this game. Like, I'm just maxing so fast with this gold, to be honest. Like, this is... Like, the Bongcloud into gold, I feel like I'm... I'm richer than in a normal game at 10 minutes. Oh, this one is stuck there. How, wait, is that a Pride of Altars bug? I didn't even know that. I mean, I never played this map. And I guess no one does, else we would have known about it. Okay. I'm actually gonna make this an orbital, you know. Yeah, he has 2-2. So yeah, the 2-2 is scary here, guys. Like, Terran, honestly, Terran doesn't really win when down in upgrades. Though I do think I have a lot more supply than this guy. So I feel like we should be okay. But I don't want to get too confident, so I'm just going to get my Ghost out. At least I want to attack before 3-3. If he is 3-3 against 1-1, then I'm really just gone, you know. So he's still just chilling there. I do have a lot of abilities to use here. And I hope that doesn't turn into a disaster. Yeah, his army is massive actually, guys. Okay, let's see. I mostly just want to bait him into a fight early on. He might do like a Zealot run by or something as well. Yeah, it does look like he is gonna go for it. Huh? I mean, I really wasn't expecting to be playing like a proper macro game here, in all honesty. Oh, he is going for it again. Alright, that looks like a good enough fight to me. That should be a big cleanup. There we go. And our beautiful Pride. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I freaking love this strategy. Like, the fact that I just got, you know, I stayed alive and I did a fucking Bongcloud into the gold. Like, I actually love everything about this. Because I legitimately feel richer than a normal game. That is so stupid. Ah, that battery survived on 1 health. Are you sure you want to be blinking in there, my guy? My units kind of hurt a little bit. Actually, not always. Oh, he has another pylon. That's kind of shitty. Kill their own zealots? No? Unfortunate. I swear, it's legit maybe my favorite Protoss move of all time. When they kill their own zealots with, with a disruptor. It's legit so funny. Okay, kill the pylon. And we're good. I have a lot of ghosts here, which actually makes my army stronger than a normal bio army. I just took my main as my 5th base. I didn't even realize that until now. I have 1 lib here, which is actually gonna do quite nicely for me. Dude, my eco is insane, dude. Holy. How many workers do I have? 90 workers. Would you look at that, guys? Would you look at that 90 workers? Yeah, I honestly have enough ghosts to just continue here, I think. Normally I would back off a bit faster against Protoss, I think. But with this many ghosts, do I really have something to worry about? Ghost is the only unit that doesn't get 1-tapped by Terran. Changed my mind. The only Terran unit that survives attack sometimes. And there we go. He lost his probes, but he didn't love them enough because he lost 32 of them. And that should do us. Honestly, I thought today's games were pretty epic. It sucks that we lost that game to the Zerg cheese. But it is what it is. Can't win them all. I think we at least broke 5-50. So the next episode we should be going to 5-3 at least. Anyway, I hope you guys had a fantastic time. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys the next time. Adios.